Hey guys, what is up? Out here today in Germ's wood shop, and got a drawer situation. Apparently, MDF drawers do not appreciate being slammed closed. This is not from my house. This is from actually my mom's house. So we're gonna look at rebuilding this drawer. I've got some oak sitting over there, and we're gonna take some pieces, probably run it through the planer, and make some nice finger joints, something that will hold together for a very long time, be very durable for her. We'll probably still use the standard panel in the bottom and use the original drawer front. We'll just take that off, take the old broken back piece off, and throw it in the trash, of course, and then we'll go from there. Put the front piece back on the new drawer carcass, and hopefully give mom back a nice run of drawer that's going to give her years of storage down the road. Alright, so we searched through the scrap bin pile and found a couple pieces of oak here, a couple pieces white oak that we're going to run through the planer, get down to dimension. Looks like our drawer is, looking at it, 3 3/4 tall. The back side is approximately 16.5 wide, so we're going to allow for some finger joints to there, and the sides are a little over 17, so we'll just call that 17. And the thickness on these drawer fronts on the sides are about a 1/2 inch, and our pre-planed lumber is right at 7/8, a little bit shy of 7/8. So we'll go from there and run these through the planer and see where we're at after that. Alright, so we're set up with the planer right now, and we've got the Dust Deputy collection system going. Helps to keep dust down in the shop. Remember guys, always use your eye protection and hearing protection. Help you to, in the long run, spend more time out in the shop. So now we're going to take these boards that we showed you a minute ago and run them through the planer, get them down to our finished thickness. rough cut down to a little bit over 1/2 inch. We're going to give ourselves some room for sanding and in case we need to take a little bit more off. Anyway, we got those planed down to a 1/2 inch. Looks good. I misspoke earlier. I called it white oak. It's actually red oak. My bad. Don't beat me up in the comments. So now we're going to dimension these on the table saw, cut their width and length, and get them ready to get the finger joints cut in them. Alright, now we got our table saw set up, ready to rip this board down to 3 3/4 inch. That'll be our finish height for the drawer. And I've got as many of my guards in place, so you guys aren't going to get a good view really of the saw doing the cut, but you know what happens here. Make sure you're using your push sticks and your hearing protection, eye protection while you're performing these operations. And here we go. Alright, so the nice thing about finger joints is you can use your rough dimension of the drawer and you don't have to worry about accounting for the finger joints. It's going to be the same dimension inside and outside as it is with the original drawer. So we'll measure this, and our drawer length is just a little over 17 inches, and our drawer width is right at 16 and a half, 16 and 7/16. So we'll mark those dimensions on our boards and we'll make our final cut. Alright, we're going to cut our first two here at 16 and a half. If I was cutting more than two, I would make a stop so that we would have more accuracy and repeatability. But since we're only cutting two of them, we'll just let it rip. Make sure that you're aware of which side of the blade you're lining up on your line. There we go, there's the back and the front. Alright, we're set up to cut the sides. You guys are probably gonna have a fit, but I'm gonna cut them both at the same time. Just gotta make sure that that one edge is flush. I'll make my mark for 17. Double check that my end's still flush. Looks pretty good. I'm cutting on the correct side of the line. There we go. Alright, we're back at the table saw, getting ready to make some finger joints. This is a little jig that I made quite a few years ago. It's set up for a 1/4 inch, so I offset my front piece to the inside part of the blade, and I set up the left side to the stop. And as I make my cuts, I will index the pieces, keep them clamped together up here at the top, and then I will index the pieces across the stop block. So it's easier to show you than to tell you about it. Here we go. Alright, so as you can see, it only takes a few minutes, but now we've got our left and our front. I'll have to clean it up a little bit, but it's a pretty nice looking box joint. A little bit left to trim off some of the sides, but that'll do for what we want. Well guys, that's all the time we've got for today in Germ's workshop. If you were curious about that dado stack we were using, it's the Frood Pro Dado set, 8-inch set. It's a SD208. Excellent quality, excellent craftsmanship, precision. It's got carbide tips, lifetime warranty. In my opinion, it's one of the best dado stacks out there. So next time, join us and we'll finish the final assembly on this drawer, and then we'll start the finishing process. As always, enjoy your time in your workshops and always be safe, and remember, 10 in, 10 out.